This is E-Man Booze. So I get this email about 2 weeks ago from the owner of Wicked Dolphin Distillery, Joanna Lotto, and in the email it says, "Hey E-Man, would you be interested in trying something neat we've been working on?" I'm like real quick typing back, hell yeah. And I forgot to read the rest of the email that says, "Please read the attached press release." So the other day, this thing gets handed off to me here, and I looked at the label and I said, "What?" It's like, you gotta be kidding me. This sounds really cool. What is it? It's Wicked Dolphin's newest rum called Brewer Series Double Barrel, and it's a collaboration rum between Wicked Dolphin Distillery and Cigar City Brewing out of Tampa, Florida. Now, if you know anything about Cigar City, they're one of the hottest breweries across the country. Some of their releases are consistently are featured as top 50 beers on, these websites like Beer Advocate, Rate Beer. They got really killer beer. Now, we don't have it here in Maryland, so I haven't had too many of them. But trust me, the few that I have had have been phenomenal. And I think it's great that Wicked Dolphin has partnered with them to make this here collaboration spirit. So what is it? Well, it's Wicked Dolphin's aged rum that's been aged for 2 years in used bourbon barrels. They emptied that rum out, send it over to Cigar City, who filled it with a beer called Da un beso a la botella. Now that means in Spanish, gives a kiss to the bottle. So they put this beer, which happens to be an export or tropical stout, in the Wicked Dolphin barrel for about 10 months or so, emptied it back out, and sent it back to Wicked Dolphin, who then put rum back in it for another year. So you're looking at something that's about a 4-year product in this here bottle. Now the beer was originally released as an export or tropical stout 2 years ago to Cigar City's club members. They got this club called El Catador Club. El Catador means taster. And what the club is you got to pay to get in this club, and it's limited. But it gives you the right to buy these special releases Cigar City puts out that only El Catador Club members can buy. So 2 years ago when they brought out the Da un beso a la botella, it was unaged in the barrel, okay, but it sold out in less than a day. Now, the Da un beso a la botella that was in the Wicked Dolphin barrel is going to be released this week in Florida, along with this here rum, February 1st, 2016, which is tomorrow, and you can go to Cigar City's facility or Wicked Dolphin's distillery in Cape Coral, or also select liquor stores in Florida are going to have this. It's only about 2,000 bottles of this here. I don't know how much beer is available, but if you're in Florida like I'm not, get your butt on to one of these two places or both of them and try both products, because I think you're going to be happy about it. Let's get some in the glass so we can tell you about what it is exactly and what's so interesting about it. Now, let me say something about the beer. The beer is called the Da un beso beer that went into the barrel is called a tropical stout. Now, it's not called a tropical stout because it's got tropical fruit in it or anything. It's a style of stout where in the past they used to call it a tropical stout. It's a higher alcoholic stout, usually around 8, 9, maybe 10% or more, that was shipped to tropical regions around the world and featured there. So that's how it's got to be called a tropical stout. But with some of these tropical fruit tones from the rum, I think it's true to its name. Alright, now, let's get it up on the nose, see what we are picking up here, aroma-wise. Now, let me say this here first. Wicked Dolphin only uses 100% pure Florida sugar cane. They ain't getting sugar cane from anywhere else, and it has a very special pedigree because the soil is grown in. So all kind of interesting notes that cane can produce, which are all dependent upon where it grows and the type of sugar cane, of course, are prevalent in the rums. And they are very wise about the type of yeast they use, because they tease out certain flavors, certain esters and things that they want to be featured in their rum. So they really know what they're doing with their yeast, and it shows here in this nose. I pick up a couple of things here. I'm picking up rum up front, but I get those malty beer tones in the back. In the front, you pick up these tropical tones like soursop and Jamaican star apple. These are tropical fruits you can find if you go to Jamaica, and they're very fragrant, and you smell them in the rum. They don't add these to the rum. They just come from the sugar cane, the whole fermentation process, the yeast. This is what I believe, at least, and they're really remarkable. There's no rum like Wicked Dolphin's rum. You know when you drink it the signature flavor of the aged spirit. You pick this earthiness up and this cocoa-like note and vanilla on the nose. And there's something bright citrusy here, like a little bit of lemon. A little bit of yeastiness in here. Let's get it up on the palate. Rum up front. Rum up front, beer in the back. All them tropical fruit tones we just talked about. Great caramel tones, toffee tones, little bit of pepper in there, little bit of oakiness, little bit of char, very well balanced and refined. The maltiness produces the cocoa-like tones that you get from malt, and chocolatey type and coffee even type notes. Dark roasted earthiness, really, really neat. And you know, wait a minute, I noticed something else here. You get a little bitterness too, probably from the hops that are in the beer, but I don't pick up much hop note. But what I do get is this really wonderful dark cherry note way on the back of the palate toward the finish. This is remarkably well composed spirit here. It is warm, 46% alcohol by volume or 92 proof. I like that proof for this spirit. Although it may be warm, it just sets everything off. It's just nice and well-rounded, so to speak. If it was much lower proof, it might not be quite as edgy, and the edginess is what makes it so spectacular. I love it. It's a sipper now. Don't be mixing this with no fruit drinks and making a cocktail out of it. Hell no. Hell no. I mean, you can if you want to, but I think it'd be a waste. What I like, again, is I'm getting kind of two things going on here. I'm getting this nice tropical inspired rum with all its great elements and all the wonderful things that aged rum exudes. And then I'm just getting in all them wonderful beer highlights toward the finish and the back of the palate here. It's remarkable. I could drink this stuff all day. If you're lucky enough to be in Florida, please get on out there this week to both facilities. Try the beer if you can get a hold of it. Try the rum. Buy the rum, because it's a once in a lifetime. Now, also, there's only about 2,000 bottles of this made. I don't know if I said that before or not, but I will say this, that Wicked Dolphin is working on some other collaborations, and pretty soon they're going to have another one with a brewery out of South Florida. I don't know what brewery it is, but we're going to find out. Hopefully we get a chance to try that one too. Check all these guys out on the internet. Wicked Dolphin can be found at wickeddolphin.com. Cigar City Brewing, shout out to them. CigarCityBrewing.com. And Florida's just at the top of their game right now with spirits, craft spirits, artisan spirits, beers, you name it, food. It's a mecca. Go there. Go there, because it's a great place to enjoy great artisan spirits. And one more thing about this that I want to say about artisan spirits producers. They're doing such cool things. I mean, think about this. This is a spirit that had rum and beer in the same barrel. Now, you know, there's lots of craft beers that are finished in used bourbon barrels, used rum barrels, but never do they take that barrel after they release the beer and send it back to the distillery to refill it with the spirit, and then the collaboration spirit comes out. So this is kind of interesting, kind of new, and a lot of fun. Check me out on the internet. I'm E-Man Booze. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I write the Distillery of the Month column, which currently is unavailable online, but we're going to be bringing it back here soon in the next couple of months with our new website. Get your butt on down to Florida. Get these fine spirits and beers. Bye, you all.